Happy Sunday, everybody. We are fucking back with the Sunday streams, which means I don't have to be up at ass o'clock at night on Saturdays anymore, and that is tremendous. It makes me so very happy. There we go. All right, and all right. Let's get my usual self-promotion out of the way. All right. All right. Shameless self-promotion is just about done here, folks. Appreciate everybody's patience. Yeah, it's been a long week, Kate, all right? It's been a long week. I am reduced to my white clothing. All right.
Why you look like you better go golfing?
Huh?
So why you look like you better go golfing?
It feels like I'm about to go golfing. I'm not, but it feels like it. Okay. Alrighty then.
What are we, Canadian though?
Yes. Oh, happy Sunday, everybody. As a reminder, now that football season is over, we are back to Sunday repairs. So there will be pretty much every Sunday as long as I have something to repair, usually around the somewhere between 11 to 1 p.m., 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time range. So we will be back to Sunday repairs until football season begins again in September. So we'll continuously switch schedules as football determines because while I love repairs and I love streaming for you guys, I love the Dolphins even more. So, no offense. But, happy Sunday. It is a beautiful Sunday, and we are going to have ourselves some fun. I'm very excited. I only have one repair today, but it is an interesting one and one that interesting for me because I don't do them very often. But it should be real nice. So we shall see how it goes. And as usual, we're going to allow a little time for some folks to get in here. As you guys are coming in, if you wouldn't mind dropping a thumbs up on the video. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. The goal this year is to get to 500 subscribers. I am just over halfway there right now, so I'm really trying to build out the community here. So if you know anybody that would like to, that is interested in this kind of stuff, definitely share my videos. I'm sometimes hilarious, most of the time not, but it's worth a share anyway, all right? So do it for me, please. Yeah, so we're going to give a little bit of time for some folks to get in here, and we're going to dive right into the only repair I have today. I do have a cleaning job, but the cleaning job is for my own PS5. Not going to make everybody sit through that, so that's just something I have to do. Tiny technician behind me. You.
I'm a Russian. 100%.
Huh?
Said I'm Russian.
Yes,
100%.
very Ruski.
Oh, you got two PS5.
Well, that one's mine. It needs a cleaning, desperately. You want to hand that to me? I can't.
The last bell.
Hoorah.
Black and raspberry.
Hell yeah. Oh, lordy lord. Exactly. So even when I'm not hilarious, I have a hilarious community of folks that love to come hang out, that make fun of me, and talk about tax evasion and other things that allegedly don't happen.
Tax evasion?
Don't ask questions.
Oh,
Why ask me questions?
That don't work. I don't have to pay taxes, do it?
Not yet.
Next year.
Give it time. No, not next year.
Probably this year.
When you turn 18.
So I gotta start paying taxes as soon as I start working?
I mean, they take them out of your,
Paychecks.
yeah, they take it out of your checks directly.
I still pay taxes.
Yes. What was I checking at? My flux. I'm waiting for my delivery of flux.
You running out of flux?
No, I still have one more tube, but I'm down to my last couple, so. And where is my... I finally found those AWXM 501 Wi-Fi chips, and they are supposedly shipped. It's just taking its sweet time getting through the post right now. So I will have them at some point to continue working on that other PS5. I'm just waiting for it to come in.
The one that's completely disassembled?
Yeah, the one that I'm not putting back together yet because I know I'm just going to have to take it apart again. All right, a few more minutes. Let some people get in here, and I can at the very least, take the stand off. There we go.
So which one is it?
That one.
Okay. That's the one that needs the disk drive.
This is the disk drive repair, yeah. All right.
What's for dinner tonight?
Same things last night. Made a whole bunch of.
Yeah, sure that was 2 pans. Some carrots were good.
Yeah, the carrots were delicious. That labna was fantastic.
They don't even taste like carrots. They were spewed.
Oh, lordy lord. All right. Okay. Getting myself relatively organized here. Just make sure we can get this in view.
My hers still being in my hoodie.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Alright. Yeah, just another couple moments here and get things situated.
Just give me grab one thing real quick.
Oh, yeah, you better be wearing that. Should be upset.
I had to take it off because it was hurt when I was playing the game.
Oh, well, that's fair.
I literally, my wrist would hurt. Oh, it's ice cold.
Interesting.
What?
That's cold.
It's like, it's real gym and shit. Feel it, it's literally cold.
That's pretty cool. All right. Well, we had 10 minutes. We're at 10 minutes. Fuck it. We're going to get started. People will come in as they come in. So, what we have here is a PS5. Surprise, surprise. Another PS5. This one, for once, is not an HDMI job. This one, the HDMI looks actually quite nice on it. Everything looks quite nice on it. It's in really good condition. But this one has a disk drive error. It will not read games. That's basically what the customer told me. They said it was playing fine, and then all of a sudden it just was not recognizing games. So, most common issue when it comes to just randomly not reading games is typically the lasers failed. What we're going to do is we're going to test out a couple of different games in it. We're going to try a PS4 game to see if it reads that just fine, and then we'll put in a PS5 game, because on the PS5 disk drives there are two different lasers. You have the Blu-ray lasers, which is what reads the PS5 games, because PS5 games are Blu-ray discs, and then we have just the standard laser, which is what it uses to read PS4s, DVDs, things like that, because that is not Blu-ray. So we're going to test a couple of games first and foremost, see what reads and what doesn't. My guess is it's probably the Blu-ray laser. Those tend to fail pretty easily. But we won't know until we test. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So first things first, we'll get it all plugged up. There we go. All right. Starting up. All right, kiddo, you want to swap over? Taking its time to load up here. Probably doing a, yeah, I figured it was doing a system restore.
4080p?
That's always when it goes into safe mode. Alright, let it do its little reboot. And is there a disc in here already?
Free game.
Not my console. There is not. Okay, disc has been retrieved out of it. Alright. Okay, excellent. Oh, forgot. Why is this on? Alright, never mind. I'm not going to change people's settings. That's not my job.
So annoying.
Yeah, tis what it is. You want to grab me the charger for the Oculus? Just the wire. Alright.
Oh yeah, I forgot they didn't have one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, that's not the one that has the broken joysticks. What happened to that controller?
Oops. Somewhere amongst the ether. Did you mute this?
What?
Yeah.
I just turned it down.
Thought I was losing my fucking mind.
No, I turned it off.
Okay.
I could not deal with it.
Alright, so now we have the screen up. I'm going to try and move this so you guys can get at least a little bit of a better view. I don't know how I'm going to work that, but we're going to try.
What happened to Bloodborne?
Floating around somewhere. Probably in that pile of discs right there. Nope. Alright, well, you guys are just going to have to deal with not so great quality here until I get an Elgato system. Elgato, it's a capture card. Alright, so first thing we're going to try, PS4 game.
Wonderland.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Never played it.
It's an amazing Borderlands game. It's based off of D&D.
How was your D&D shirt, sir?
Quite nice. Alright, so just going in. Okay, so we're going to let it load up real quick. Less.
Thank you. Go online to use this feature.
Hmm. No, it is not liking this either. That's interesting. I would expect that the PS4 game would turn up, but it is that disk drive here. Let me see if I can get you guys in here to hear the noise.
Can't run off of this. Make sure it's not damaged or dirty and that it's not inserted
No,
upside
it's definitely not inserted upside down. I'm gonna put it back in for a second and see if you guys can actually hear the noise it's making.
Is that you or is that this?
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay.
Sounds like gunshots from afar.
All right. Well, so this is just a blown disk drive completely then, because this is. I don't think this is going to be a laser issue. I think this is going to be. Well, it could be a laser issue still. It could be the whole laser just blown completely. I suppose there could also be something stuck in there. I didn't think about that, but it's taking the disc in quite well.
It's a Lego.
Okay. All right. Well, that's enough testing for now, because it doesn't matter if I can't do anything else. All right. So let's get it torn down.
Take it apart.
Luckily, I don't have to tear it down all the way to get to the disk drive. That makes me happy.
I heard that.
You didn't hear nothing.
I heard that. You got California Ultra Wide HD.
All right. Okay, we're good. All right. All right, so let's get it torn down. Swap over again, please. Oh boy. This one's on there. Good. Did you hear me, sir?
What?
Swap over again, please. All right. So, just gonna have a quick look at condition-wise and see where we are. Yeah, no, not good. Not good at all. Okay, so all right. Let's start getting it disassembled. Oh man. Oh boy, it is. I mean, it's in good condition, but everything is so sticky. I wonder if, I mean, there's a little bit of dust around the edges right here, and you can kind of see a bit of it right here.
You said sticky?
It's like everything's stuck on there.
I don't trust that console anymore. I mean, what's gooning on headphones?
And I know it's been opened before because they have an M.2 in here. So I know it's been opened. I'm just wondering why it was so very aggressive to undo. All right. There we go. There we go. M.2 removed. Where are my tweezers? Okay, here we go. Normally I would just slap this on the disk drive, but that's what I need to get into right now. So I'm not going to do that. Alright, so this looks like a 010 model. So one of the first releases, just based on what I can see. Security bit, T8, I need this T9, that is closed, this I'm going to remove this for now, although I am going to have to keep it close because if I'm going to test things, I need to make sure I have power to the disk drive. So I'm going to keep that right over there. Okay, put that over there for the time being.
Covered in dust.
No, this thing's in pretty damn good condition overall. Yeah, the fan's not even
Probably
dusty.
go in and clean it.
I would hope so. They've never taken the security tape off, so they don't go super deep. But alright, there we go. Unfortunately today I will not be taking out 42 screws. I do not have to go that far into the board.
Yippee.
So, sorry for those of you that appreciate the screws. It ain't today.
I was like, why you still have to keep that meter in the HDMI?
Nope. Just moving it out of the way. Alright, there we go. Tweezers. Alright. And pop this off. I was wrong. It is not a 010. It is a 020. And if you have followed me on this channel, you know that I fucking hate the 020s.
Why?
Because it is a pain in my ass. That's a 020. Every console I've not been able to fix is a 020.
Is yours a 020?
No, mine's actually it might be. I don't know. I've never had to fix it. Sorry for those of you who appreciate the screws. Today is not the day.
Plus, because this console doesn't really get used.
There are ants in here.
Ants?
I mean, they're dead, but ants nonetheless.
Somebody definitely spilled something on this console.
I mean, I don't see water damage.
Wait. Maybe this got like sugar ants.
Just taking a look and seeing if I see anything super damaged on it, but I really don't. Okay. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is probably just remove the disk drive. Do I have the right board? Is this the right one? It is. Okay, so this should be correct. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the disk drive assembly, remove the bottom plate here, so I'll take all these screws out around the sides, and then I have a donor disk drive here. I think I'm just going to swap the whole drive assembly into this and test it and see if it works. If so, then that'll be the end of it, and we'll know it was something with the drive. And then I can just save this for future use to try and figure out exactly what happened. But I think that's probably the move here.
You know Pablo Picasso won 6 Super Bowls?
What?
He died in 1973.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Picasso was around for a while.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
The man saw 6 Super Bowls. He was working the same time Ozzy Osbourne was.
There are a couple of bugs in this console. Let me just show you guys what I'm looking at here. It's nothing like severely roach infested or anything, but so we got, where are we? Got a couple ant homies hanging out over here, little friends, and then on this sticker over here,
Another one.
I can't tell if that's a mosquito or an ant, but some kind of friend. Well, anyway, like I said, it's not severely infested or anything, so nothing the customer's going to get charged for.
You got bugs in this console? I'm charged.
All right. So, let's move this out the way. Get down to this drive assembly.
It's a drive assembly?
Mm-hmm.
You got an assembly?
Yes, it is an assembly. Okay, so I do want to check. Okay, so this has been taken off. So they've used this to remove a disc at some point, or somebody has. And I'm wondering if maybe something got damaged along the way. No way to know for sure until we get it apart, but let's take a look. So here's a couple screws for you. I do have a couple. It's not 42, but it's some.
Have you counted the amount of screws in the PS5?
Yes, 42 of the silver ones, plus I believe it's 9 of the outside ones.
Why?
Because I got angry one day.
You got angry one day, so you started counting
Yes,
screws.
I wanted to know how many screws they decided to screw me with. And it was 42.
Plus 9.
Plus 9. The 9 I'm not so terribly concerned about. It is the 42 unnecessary silver screws that just don't make any damn sense. Alright. And I believe there's one more hiding back here. Sure is. Alright. Go. And we got that silver tape on the back here we got to take off. There we go. Alright. And so now with all those screws removed, we can gently lift because there are ribbon cables we have to worry about. So I'll try and get this in for you guys. So we got ribbon cables. There's 2 of them. You got, well, yeah, 2 of them that you need to worry about immediately. So you got one here, and then there's one kind of in the back here, right there. So we're going to disconnect this first one. Oh, there's actually a third one way back here. So you got what I'm assuming is the power drive right here. There we go. And then you got, there's one on the bottom right here, and then there's a very tiny one way underneath. Okay, so we are down to this part, and we are going to go ahead, since we're doing this whole assembly right here, we're going to go ahead and remove the motherboard. Okay. And with that, we should be able to just pop that right up. And on the back, there is a security locking tab right here. Just pop that up. That comes right out. Set the board off to the side. Okay. And here we have our disk drive. So what I'm thinking is we're going to go ahead and take this plate off right here. I think I should be able to just pop the whole thing out if I take these 4 off and these 4 off. So let's start with that. Take these 4 off right here. Keep those off to the side because those are different screws than the rest of them. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I'm just looking to see if there's any kind of any visible damage or anything that I can see just right off bat here, and I
Same.
don't think that there is.
I thought she was stupid. I say, so when I go over there like.
We'll get under the microscope real quick just to double check.
Like little bass, clownfish or whatever. Now the lake.
Yeah, we'll get under the microscope real quick. Just double check.
Because they'll pick me up to bring me out from them. Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm at Royce. I'll text you the address. Yeah. No, he moved. He moved. He lives 9 minutes away from my house. He literally lives like right there. Roy, he still thought you lived in downtown Lake Worth.
Hell no.
Nah, he moved. He's
We
in a
out
nice
the
house
hood,
now.
baby.
And he moved in January. Like January what, 18th?
Yeah, right around there. Okay, so
Okay.
I do see a little something here.
I'm only going over there because my girl says if I go over there, she's gonna come see me.
Oh, okay. Hey, get it in, my guy.
I get to see her again.
Hell yeah. I don't blame you.
This.
So there's a little something on the board right here. I can't tell what it is, but there is a little something there.
It's
Timberlane.
But I can just look on my phone. I'm slow.
Yeah, the drive motor seems fine because that's sliding perfectly. You know, it's been a while since I've taken one of these apart. Maybe I'll just break it down and see if I can just do the laser assembly.
Well, just put a new disc right there. Oh, it doesn't do it. Ew, what is that?
What?
That?
That?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something on the board.
Ew, looks nasty.
Okay.
Oh, we're going up high.
Alright, so we're going to start off by taking these blue screws out right here.
Why does the lighting look so bad?
Because it's a microscope and it's awful. Okay, remove the rollers. Clean those off as well. Okay, and that removes the whole Blu-ray assembly here. Do need to remove that ribbon cable. So it's coming here.
Which tweezers are right here?
I need the flatter ones here. Although if they don't grip anything, they are absolutely useless. These also don't grip anything. Tremendous.
Finger time.
Okay. So that will remove the whole laser assembly. Just checking to see if there's anything else untoward, but I don't see anything. Okay, well, let's put a new laser in. We'll just replace the whole assembly rather than just the laser. I'll keep that close by. All right. this off to the side for the time being. Oh, this one still has a game in it.
Yeah, this guy got a game in it.
Yep, my donor has a disc in it, so we're gonna get that out.
You can't see nothing.
That's fine. There we go. It is PS5 disc.
For which game?
Mortal Kombat.
11?
I don't know. It just says Mortal Kombat.
It's probably 11. It's either 11 or it's 1.
Yeah, interesting. All right.
Both really expensive games.
Add it to the pile.
That was a nice game, though.
There we go. All right. So, back to disassembling our donor.
Yeah, it's 11. It's Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So like a $60 game. Or it was a $60 game. Now it's like $10.
Yeah, no, I know it's not that much.
You can go to GameStop and get it for $10.
Yep. Okay. And we'll do the same thing as we did on the last one. We'll start by removing these 4 screws. Alright, lift this front cover up right here. Now, one thing I am interested in while I'm just sitting here thinking about it is I do want to check and see if this one also has a similar like stain on the board. It looks like it does, so it looks like that's supposed to be there. Yeah, there's just a little bit of a, I don't know if it's like leftover flux or glue or whatever it is, but that's in the same spot the other one was, so it looks like that's supposed to be there. Okay, just wanted to check while I was thinking about it. Okay. And see this whole assembly real quick. Okay, so it looks like I should be able to remove the whole assembly without the rollers, so that's good. I won't have to go through that nonsense. Alright, so we're just going to take off this whole laser assembly right here. I'm going to swap it into the customer's drive. We'll put it back together. Probably just enough to test and make sure it reads the game. There we go. I'm going to do this very carefully to avoid anything touching the laser, causing further issues. There we go. Okay. Donor drive relieved of duties. Customer drive back in play. I have to extend this ribbon cable just a tiny bit so I can get it locked into place. There we go. And then we can pull it back through. Get it seated properly. There we go. Again, pull that nice and taut. Okay, perfect. Excellent. There we go. Okay, come in, put the customer's drive back on here. And so what I'm hoping is by swapping the laser, and I think this laser was good. It's just a donor part. I think I might have just pulled it off of a broken console. But we shall see. Okay. So with those screws back in place, we can now begin the reassembly process. Again, just enough to test. So we will start by popping this locking tab up and resecuring this ribbon cable. Okay. And we're going to resecure the disk drive motherboard in place. So any more room to move. There we go, that'll do. Okay, there we go. Alright, now we have the unenviable task of reattaching all of these ribbon cables. It is my least favorite part of this job. Okay. And with all of the ribbon cables back in place, we can reassemble just enough to give it a test. Okay, so I'm just going to put a couple of screws in here. Put one like right here. There we go. Put one like right in here. That'll do. And we'll put one on the other side just to keep everything copacetic. And do it right there. There we go. That's what we're gonna do. There we go. All right, let's grab our console. The hell with that? Sorry guys, gotta mute you 1 second. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Okay, so now we've got a mostly reassembled disk drive.
Mostly.
Yeah, it's still missing a few screws.
Mm.
So we are going to reconnect this ribbon cable right here. And we're going to put our power cable in right here. And we are going to connect our power cable right here. Alright, so first thing I want to check is make sure it has power. It does have power. Excellent. Alright, so now we will turn it on. Hey, 8, good to see you, buddy. Always a pleasure. You want to swap me up a, want to hit the input for me there, kiddo? Hi.
What?
Never mind. Do it myself. Useless. Goddamn kids today. Useless.
I have AirPods. I cannot hear. It's in my good ear.
Alright, wait for this to pop up. Excellent.
Do you need to use tiny little?
Okay, here we are. Okay. So we are back on the home screen.
Here you go.
Thank you. Okay, so if this is this way, then this should be like this.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh, the rollers aren't in. I'm an idiot. Just kidding. Not gonna work if the rollers aren't there. Okay.
What's a roller?
Huh. Did not reassemble correctly. Very important to do so.
I was like, we need another disk drive?
Nope. Just did not put the rollers in.
I don't know.
Because I'm a genius.
What's a roller?
The rollers that pull in the
Shut up, Siri. That's what a freaking ruler is.
Okay, well, let's do this correctly this time.
You gotta switch back to it so you can watch them make fun of you.
Yep. Yep, I do. Not one of my brighter moments, that's for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
8 WT said hello.
Yes, that's all. I got him already. Alright, well, did not remember to put the rollers back when I took them out.
Make fun of them.
That's my bad. So now I have to take all the ribbon cables off again. Okay. Here we go. Yep. I'll have to come off. Excellent. My favorite. Power off. Maybe I can get away with not doing all of them if I'm just installing the rotors. Or the rollers, I should say, not rotors. These aren't brakes.
We got rotors.
Go. Alright, looks like I can get away with just 3 of them. Okay. So, we are going to remove this assembly. No, this top plate rather, not the whole assembly. Just this top plate. You guys can't see a damn thing I'm doing. Tremendous. Alright. So we're going to take this top plate here off. And you'll notice the rollers are missing. Okay, so go. We're going to connect these two. They're going to be friends. Okay. There we go. Now that the rollers are back in there, we can actually do this correctly. Yay! Tuck that ribbon cable back where it goes. There we go. Cannot believe I forgot to put the damn rollers in. Okay, now that the rollers are all in place, let's do the fun part again. Yay! Okay, go. go. And there we go. Okay. Let's get this back plate where it actually is supposed to go. There we go. Okay. And once again.
It's just on like it's on the very like end. I said, okay, so you go turn in. I guess you go
Just two rights. Make a right. Make a right into the neighborhood, and then a right at the stop sign.
Yeah, straight and then right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Two rights. Okay, then go right.
You come to a dead end.
1503, right?
Yeah.
So it's in the back. You have to like.
No, if it's here, you can just walk out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk out and meet you.
It'll be easier.
I'm about to.
Love you, kiddo.
Love you.
Have a good time.
You too.
Be careful. All right. Tiny Technician is off to go spend some time with his stepfather and his girlfriend. So, I should say the Tiny Technician's girlfriend, not the stepfather's girlfriend. So, we are riding solo dolo. Okay. Now with the rollers installed. Get some? Oh yeah, your school ID's over there.
Yeah, I see that. I'll grab that too.
Okay. Do we have power? We do have power. Excellent.
Okay.
Alright. See you next weekend, kiddo.
See you next weekend.
Okay, here we go. Power on. Alright. So let this load up. Alright. So now that we're here, there we go. Takes in the disc the way it's supposed to. Oh. Nope, this one too. Really? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I know it's not inserted upside down. I don't think so anyway. I'll double check just to be sure, but I really don't think so. No. Yeah, it's like... Huh. Really? So the new laser isn't working either. I might have to actually go buy a laser. Because, I mean, unless it's something with the whole assembly, I could swap the whole assembly over. I suppose it could be the motor for the laser assembly. That could be part of the problem. Let me just put a PS5 disc in real quick just to satisfy my curiosity. This is a brand new game, never been touched. Oh, didn't like this one at all. It just spit it out. Yeah, no, same thing. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Very strange. Alright, well, let's eject the disc. I suppose it could be the motor on it. I thought for sure it'd be a laser issue, but it doesn't seem to be. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Alright, so I think the next step then is to swap the whole assembly over. Just put the full motor assembly from the other one into this one. I think that's going to be the move. Alright, so we'll try that. Because it's doing the exact same thing as the other one did. So what we'll do is I'll take the laser from the customer's original board, swap it into the old one here, the old disk drive, and just swap them completely. Just do a full swap on. Oh, you know what? This one's missing a ribbon cable actually. That may not be the best move. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just, because I gotta swap the board anyway, so I'll just swap the entire hardware over. I'm still gonna have to take the laser out, but that's fine. No, throwing stuff all over the place. Okay, so I'm trying to think of the easiest way to do this. I think what I want to do is take the customer's laser, put it into this harness, take their top plate, put it on here, and then swap their board over. So I think that's probably what we'll end up doing. So let's do that. Yeah, my guess is probably it could be something with the motor assembly. It's hard to tell though, because I thought for sure it would probably be a laser problem, but the fact that I swapped what should have been a good laser and it's having the exact same issue, it could well be the actual motor that drives the laser. I'm not 100%. I'm not specialized when it comes to disk drives specifically. Go. Right, so what we'll do this to the side for a second. Alright, so as I'm sure most of you all know, you have to swap anytime you're swapping a disk drive, you have to swap the motherboard with it, because the motherboard is paired with, the disk drive motherboard is paired with the main motherboard on the PS5. So if you are swapping disk drives, make sure you swap the motherboard over as well. Okay. Alright, so since I'm going to be keeping the laser from this one, oh wait, no, I wanted to try the customers. You know, let me try this one first. I can always take it apart again. So like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to keep the customer's top plate because it has that ribbon cable and I'm missing that on my donor. So we're going to pull this top plate right off and we're going to keep it on the side. We're going to remove this laser assembly and we're going to move it into the other drive that has the original, the different gears and everything like that. Okay, keep this over to the side. Okay, there we go. And so now we're going to take this whole assembly right here, take the motherboard off, so it'll come with us. And we're going to put it, let's move this out of the way first and foremost. Alright, we're going to put it into this hardware. Okay. There we go. Get myself some slack on this ribbon cable here. There we go. Alright, so now we moved it into a new chassis. There we go. And we're going to put on the customer's old top. Secure this side of the disc-board drive down. Give me some extra space to work with here. Come in and do the same thing on this side. There we go. Reconnect this little baby ribbon cable first. Go. Okay, so the only ribbon cable that's the same from this is the laser ribbon cable. The rest of the ribbon cables are from my old drive. So I'll be interested to see if this changes anything as far as our performance goes. Alright, again, I'm just putting 3 screws in to help keep everything in place and minimize any noise from the disk drive, so I can help identify if there is any noise that should not be there. What are you doing? Okay, screw didn't want to screw properly. Alright. So now we've swapped essentially the entire supply, or the entire disk drive. Check this ribbon cable for any burn marks or anything like that, but I don't see anything. Okay. Okay. So, once again, power going in. Do we have power to the disk drive? We do. Okay. Power going on. Okay. All right. Let's try this again. Oh, this one. Okay, this one appears to have a bad gear in it or something. I'm not 100% sure, but it's not taking the disc in. All right, let me see if I can back this up a little bit and show you guys, or maybe I can just move the camera forward. I'll probably do that. So, it stops. It won't take the disc all the way in. Interesting. Maybe that was the problem with this disk drive. It was a gear issue. Well, that's a problem. Let me see if I can just... see if I can't just force the disc into place. Nope, I cannot. That's the thing though, it spits the disc out just fine. It just doesn't want to take the rest of it in. Oh, that is frustrating. Okay, so there's a problem with the gears in this drive, which means I literally have to buy an entire new drive. That's annoying. All right. All right, well, that's going to be the end of it for today because I have to buy a new part. And I have to let the customer know that I have to buy a new part. So, I'm going to reach out to the customer and I'm going to get a new part. And I'll be back. Well, actually, I probably won't be back with this one. Hopefully, my Wi-Fi chip will be here next week and we can work on that other PS5 that I've had sitting for like a month now. But yeah, I have to buy a part. I didn't think I would have to. That's unfortunate. All right, well, I'm gonna get to work on this, and I hope the rest of you guys have a wonderful evening. I will be back next week, Sunday afternoon. Thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. Don't like that we don't have a fix on this one just yet, but we'll get it working one way or another. Love you all dearly. Have yourselves a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.